Well, when I was a little boy sitting on my mama's knee, you know, folks used to ask me, say, what you gonna be? They say, you gonna be a doctor, boy, and ease folks suffering pain. I said, oh, no, I'm gonna be a no-count man, 'cause I see everybody scuffling, Lord, going nowhere fast. I'm gonna be a no-count man and enjoy things while I can. Oh, well, my mama looked at me and said, son, what's wrong with you? Well, if you want to get along in life, well, here's what you gotta do. You got to get you a job and a house and a car and do what the boss says do, boy, and you'll go far. But mama, I said, I see everybody scuffling, Lord, going nowhere fast. I'm gonna be a no-count man and enjoy things while I can. Now my daddy looked at me and said, ain't you got no sense? I'm working 6 days a week, boy, and this is the thanks I get. Now by the sweat of your brow you shall earn your pay, since Adam and Eve, boy, you know it's been this way. But daddy, I said, I see everybody scuffling, Lord, going nowhere fast. I'm gonna be a no-count man and enjoy things while I can. I said, daddy, don't you remember about the slaves? You know they worked for a long, long time and never got no pay. Now, since they didn't get the money that they were due, I ain't working till somebody pays off that I owe you. I said, I see everybody scuffling, Lord, going nowhere fast. I'm gonna be a no-count man and enjoy things while I can. the tree where he hung. It falls on the farmer who tied the noose, and on the grave where the last hymn was sung. See how the rain falls without a sound. It falls on the farmer who locks the barn door. It falls on the churchyard ground. The farmer smiles as he looks at the sky. Now my corn won't die. The evening passes slowly. He falls asleep by the fire. The rain runs slowly off the roof. The rain is a soft lullaby. In the morning, a gentle wind blows through the corn and the tree in the grove. See how the rain falls on the tree where he hung. It falls on the farmer who tied the noose, and on the grave where the last hymn was sung. Lord, I believe, I believe my time ain't long. I believe my time ain't long. You gon' wake up one morning, baby, find me gone. Lord, I feel I'm sinking down. I feel I'm sinking down. Trouble's coming my front yard and sunk its roots down in the ground. Lord, late last night, a chilly wind blowing across my bed. Lord, late last night, my bed. Troubles on my mind, my baby sleeping like she's dead. Even your very best friend can't feel your misery the way you do. You know your very best friend can't feel your misery the way you do. You can be losing your mind and you'll sleep the whole night through. Lord, I feel like a deaf mute. Lord, crying out for help. I feel like a deaf mute crying out for help. Nobody can hear me, I can't hear nobody else. Now when I get to heaven, I got a question for the Lord. When I get to heaven, I got a question for the Lord. Say, tell me, how come you make a poor nigga's life so hard? Lord, I believe my time ain't long. I believe my time ain't long. You gon' wake up one morning, baby, find me gone. Hey, man. What's happening, Jack? Oh, ain't nothing to it, baby. Damn, man, what's wrong with you? What you mean, what's wrong with me? Oh, I'm telling you, Jack, when you gonna get a haircut, man? You ain't had a haircut in about 5 years now, ain't it? Don't you worry about my head, nigga. Yeah, I know one thing, baby. D's looking for you. D who, mother? The barber. Yeah, I know all that, man. What's your trouble, Jack? Man, man, your hair looks bad, man, with all that moss up there, man. Good grief. Man, I gotta say, I gotta hip you to what's going on, Jack. You must not have got the word. Got the word? I know one thing, nigga. You need a haircut. That's the word. Now, man, why do you think I need a haircut? It looks better, man. Your head'll look better. Get all that nappy stuff off your head. And who told you it would look better? What you mean, who told me? I gotta educate you, man. You must have gone to one of them integrated schools, man. That's your problem. One of these New York City Negroes don't know nothing, no how. Just listen, Jack, while I hip you to what's going on. Oh, there once was a time when I was ashamed of being black. Yes, there once was a time when I was ashamed of being black. But since I've been dressed like freedom, Lord, the white folks are getting back. What you mean by that, man? Well, baby, I'm gonna hip you, see. You know one thing, man? Colored folks ain't never had it so good, Jack, until the Muslims and Malcolm X come along. Boy, you know, it used to be a time, man, when white man treat you any sort of way, man, but he's scared now. You know, you got something there, baby. I know I got something, man. I get on the subway now, man, I just look real mean, man. Little old ladies get up and let me have their seats. I ain't lying. And, man, them Los Angeles rides did the thing, baby. They did the thing. Man, if I had been rich, boy, I'd have chartered me about 19 of them, you know, 707 jets, man. And, you know, picked the boys in Harlem and flown to Detroit and Cleveland and Chicago, and we'd have had us a ball. Boy, man, you know, I heard about a cat during the rides. Cops picked him up, you know, and the cat had $400 in his pocket and a whole bunch of, you know, watches and rings. So the police said, nigga, where'd you get all this money and all these watches and rings? My man said, I got the money shining shoes, and the watches and rings was tips. Woo-wee. Tell me things aren't getting bad, man. Little old 7-year-old boy, man. He was walking around with his wagon, you know, and the newsman saw him coming through a burned out building with his wagon. Wagon full of scotch. Going home to daddy, that little boy. I wish my little boy was like that, I'll tell you the truth, man. I can't teach that nigga nothing. Yes, man, things are changing, boy, man. You know, the white folks got so scared, man, out in the Midwest. I heard they taking classes, man. Learn how to sleep with one eye open. You joking, baby. I wouldn't lie to you, man. You know I wouldn't lie to you. You listen to me, baby. I'm gonna tell you how it is. Lord, white folks and flies. Ooh, I do despise. Look out, man. What you saying? Shut up. Let me finish my song. I said white folks and flies. Ooh, I do despise. And the more I see white folks, Lord, the more I like fly. And you don't mean that, do you? Man, it don't matter whether I mean it. As long as these white folks think I mean it, Jack, everything is cool. You know what I mean? Everything is cool. I'm gonna tell you something about white folks, man. You can't trust them. I had a white friend once, you know. So the cat invited me over to his house for dinner one day, you know, and I said, "Ooh, look at here, I'm going to this white man's house for dinner." Wait till I write home, mama, sitting in the same, you know, place with white folks eating, man. That was big stuff. I didn't have no sense, man. So we sit in the kitchen talking about this, that, and the other, you know, the baseball, you know, and all this sort of nonsense. So the cat went in the cupboard, you know, and the cat pulled out some of that Uncle Ben rice. And I looked at it there and I said, is that the only kind of rice they got in your grocery store? And the cat said, oh, yes, it is. They don't have any other kind of rice in there. I said, Then I looked on a little bit further, you know, and I saw he had some Aunt Jemima pancake mix. That was my first and last white friend, man. You can't trust the cats, man. I mean, things like, they don't think about them things, you know, but them things sort of hurt sometimes. You know what I mean? That's the truth, man. That is the truth. Lord, I'm gonna get me a gun. I'm gonna shoot Aunt Jemima dead. Yes, I'm gonna get me a gun. I'm gonna shoot Aunt Jemima dead. Yes, I'm gonna get me a billy club. Lord, wrap it all around Uncle Ben's head. But man, let me ask you something, man. You've been a friend of mine for a long time, man. It's like to me that you turn out to be one of them black Muslims or something, man. One of them nationalists or something, man. No, man, it ain't that. You know, I can't be a Muslim, man. Them cats don't eat pork. I gotta have my pork chops, you know that. Them cats a little bit too square for me. Damn, you know, black Muslims, man, they thinking white like the rest of the country, baby. But man, I mean, what is it, man? You sound like you hate white folks. I don't hate white folks, man. It ain't that. But you know, I just get mad sometimes, man. They talk about integrate, you know, and they always talk about us integrating with them. They never think that, you know, maybe they should integrate with us. So I just figured, you know, the hell with it, baby. You know, I sure don't want to integrate with, you know, what they got to offer me. Name one thing they got to offer me. Television? Forget it, baby. They ain't got nothing I want. You know, I never had thought about that before, baby. You know, you might have something there. But man, what the hell that we got that they want? Whole lot of things, Jack. Whole lot of things. But that's for another course, man. You get my free lecture here. For that, you gotta join my class. Well, listen to my story. Ooh, listen to my song. Yes, listen to my story. Well, listen to my song. You know I don't want to integrate. I just want to be left alone. Jesus, Jesus, won't you come down off your cross? Jesus, Jesus, won't you come down off your cross? Oh, they said you could find me when I'm lost, with your head hung down the blood in your eye, with your head hung down and the blood in your eye. God, you look like my brother when it came his time to die. Now they tell me, Jesus, that you rose from the dead. They tell me, Jesus, that you rose from the dead. But my brother's still lying in the ground, worms eating out his head. Jesus, Jesus, they tell me you can answer prayer. Jesus, Jesus, they tell me you answer prayer. I was born without a chance. Now tell me that that's fair. Lord, if I get killed down south, you know I want a white boy by my side. If I get killed down south, I want a white boy by my side. 'Cause I don't want nobody saying just another nigga when I die. Jesus, Jesus, won't you come down off your cross? Jesus, Jesus, won't you come down off your cross? They said you could find me when I'm lost.
Weep, oh weep, you pretty young girl. Weep your eyes away. Your lover is dead, your lover is gone, and the soldiers have come to stay. One day at dusk the soldiers came. They spent the night with him until the dawn. His screams were heard, then the birds sang from the hill. Weep, oh weep, you pretty young girl. Weep your up on the earth beneath the sky. In the valley on the mountain floor, he plowed a field, he gathered the grain, and died like those before. Weep, oh weep, you pretty young girl. Weep your eyes away. Your lover is dead, your lover is gone, and the soldiers have come to stay.
Well, long-haired woman, is that long hair really yours? Well, long-haired woman, is that long hair really yours? It looks for real, but I bet you bought it at the 10-cent store. Now tell me, baby, do your hips disappear when you undress at night? Yeah, tell me, baby, do your hips disappear when you undress at night? If I knew how much was you, everything would be alright. Now the way your sweater's sticking out, have mercy, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Where your sweater's sticking out, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But you know you are kinda small for all that to belong to you. Baby, with your store-bought looks, what do you hope to gain? With your store-bought looks, what do you hope to gain? I ain't gonna mess with you, you just might turn out to be a man.
Squirrel is a pretty thing, he carries a pretty tail. He steals all the farmer's corn and husks it on the rail. The partridge is a pretty little bird, she carries a speckled breast. She steals all the farmer's corn and carries it to her nest. The hawk is a scheming bird, schemes all around the sky, schemes into my chicken house and makes my roost hens fly. The raccoon is a clever man, he rambles in the dark. You ought to see him hunt his den when he hears my little dog bark. Now when I was a little girl, about 16 inches high, I thought I heard a jaybird say, I'll marry you by and by. The squirrel is a pretty thing, he carries a pretty tail. He steals all the farmer's corn and husks it on the rail.
weather's getting cold. Lord, and it feels like winter's coming on. You know the weather's getting cold. And it feels like winter's coming on. I got holes in my windows, holes in everything I own. You know I called up my landlord, said I want some heat when winter rolls around. You know I called up my landlord, said I want some heat when winter rolls around. Said, nigga, if you don't like it here, just move to the side of town. Lord, my landlord knows they don't allow me on the other side of town. My landlord knows they don't allow me on the other side of town. Over there where he lives, they got grass growing out the ground. Bed bugs on my sheets, Lord, roaches crawling up the wall. Bed bugs on my sheets, roaches crawling up the wall. Lot of bugs in the bathtub, rats creeping up and down the hall. Every day, every day, every day I ask myself, every day, every day I ask myself, if I had to be born, why couldn't I be somebody else?
as day was born, when all was quiet and still, the fog and the dew surrounded them in the shadow of a hill. Without a sound on the forest ground, among soft summer leaves, beneath the trembling of a branch, among the silent trees, the summer's days, the summer's ways were theirs to have and hold. The hawk in the sky, the deer on the hill, until they were no more. The summer dug its grave with autumn red, and buried it with winter snow. The day's cold light, the night's cold wind, and the mornings that were no more. Without a sound on the forest ground, among soft summer leaves, beneath the trembling of a branch, among the silent trees. I remember those long, hot summer days. I remember those long, hot summer days. When if the wind was blowing, it was blowing in some other place. When the sun come up, it come up acting mean. When the sun come up, it come up acting mean.
giving you a taste of hell. Lord, the hottest days you've ever seen. I was down in Pine Bluff, Arkansas when I was a little boy, down on my grandmama's place. You know, it was so hot down there in the summertime that the shade trees would get up and look for some shade. You know, and it always seemed like on the hottest day, Mama would say, let's go to town. My grandmama lived, about 3 miles out from town, I guess it was. But you had to take a bus to town. And that meant, walking about, I guess, a mile or so to the bus line. Over them dusty country roads. So Mama would get me dressed up to go to town. I didn't want to go to town to begin with, especially on them hot days. Wasn't nothing in town for me except, stand around and watch her while she bought some material, and that'd take all day, it seemed like. But Mama would, dress me up in a clean shirt and put on some of them short pants. I don't know whether little boys wear short pants now. But when I was coming up, I had to wear them. And I was little, I mean, I was so skinny, even birds used to come around and laugh at me. Mama get me all dressed up, she called it, clean shoes and some little clean socks, and take me by my little hand and gone off down these hot, dirty roads. I don't know if you've been out in the country or not, but out in the country on them hot summer days, the dust, with the dirt in the road, just sort of comes up over your shoes sometimes. It's so thick. So like the Lord put down some brown flour every place. And you can't stay clean in that sort of nonsense. But Mama would expect me to stay clean while we walking this mile and a half to the bus line. I get to the bus line looking as dirty as I was before she put the clothes on me. Which, she didn't appreciate too much either. But we'd have to stand by the side of the highway, for I guess 15 minutes, 20 minutes sometimes, half hour, who knows how long. Sun beating down that hot asphalt, until the bus came. Then we gone and get on the bus. When I got on the bus, I sat down in the very front seat. When I got on the bus, I sat down in the front seat. But Mother took me by my hand, said that seat's not for me. And she take me on to the back of the bus. I was about 7 years old, and so I said to her, well, Mama, why can't I sit up there? Everybody turned around and looked at me, and I didn't know what was going on. She had said, hush, Bernard, you ask too many questions. But when my mama said that, that meant shut up. So I didn't say anything else. But I looked up at the front of the bus, and I saw this sign over the bus driver's head. And the sign read, colored seat from the rear, white seat from the front. But you have to understand that I was kind of little, and I was sort of confused, because you see, my father's very, very dark, and my mama's light. My grandmama was so light, that she could pass, and I had an uncle that if I had known he was my uncle, you know, I'd have thought he was white. So, you know, when I looked at that sign, you know, I couldn't figure out where my family fit into all that. I mean, would Uncle Oscar have to sit up front while Daddy sat in the back and Grandmama sit in the middle? Or, you know, I didn't know what was going on. And I kept looking at that sign. You know, pretty soon it became like a neon sign, you know, sort of flashing on and off, you know, over me, over my head, like I was a restaurant or something. You know, and it identified me in some sort of way. Colored seat from the rear. So anyway, we went on down in town, you know, and Mama went on to do her shopping. Now, Pine Bluff at that time, that was about 13 to 14 years ago, you know, was a little bitty town. Few stores, you know, J.C. Penney type thing, you know, and dime store. And the sun, you know, I don't know, it seemed like the sun was making love to the pavement. Just lying on top of it, all on top of that hot asphalt and things. Lord, it was so hot, so hot. I knew the devil would have tried to buy a fan. It was so hot, so hot. The devil would have tried to buy a fan. It was so hot, so hot. Lord, a woman didn't even want a man. It was hot, all right, you know, and from the minute we left the house, you know, I'd been getting thirsty. Hot as it could be. All I could think about was water. So finally we went into a dime store, Woolworth or Kresge, one of them, you know. And I saw these two water fountains. One of them said white, and one of them said colored. Well, the first thing coming to my mind, this is the truth. You know, I never heard of colored water, you know, and I thought that's what the sign was referring to. You could have your choice of water. It was Arkansas. I was little. I didn't have no better sense. So I decided I wanted white water. Colored water didn't sound good to me. No, how it looked like mud, like the Missouri River or something like that. So I started on toward the water fountain. And Mama grabbed me by the hand and she said, "You aren't thirsty, Bernard." I said, "Mama, yes I am thirsty." She said, "No, you aren't thirsty." I said, "Mama, how you gonna tell me whether I'm thirsty or not? You ain't inside my throat, I'm thirsty." She said, "Bernard, you aren't thirsty." You know, I couldn't tell Mama she was lying, but there wasn't nothing I could do about it. Mother, mother, you know, I couldn't tell Mama she was lying, but there wasn't nothing I could do about it. Mother, mother, tell me what did I do wrong? Mother, mother, what did I do wrong? like I'm doing